good, really good. Hello, diary reader. She did what I was about to do. Happy New Year, everyone. Diary readers, new, old, and everyone in between. It's Dinah and baby girl Aston. Don't mind her toplessness. She has her onesie on, but Aston, I don't think she likes the way it feels, so she keeps pulling the sleeves. She keeps pulling her arms out of the sleeves. So she has her onesie on, but she just pulls her arms out of her sleeves. I don't think she likes the texture. She has autism, so certain textures feel weird, and it can be extremely bothersome for them. Welcome to another live. I do apologize for just ghosting you guys for so long. Yes, as I had mentioned before, last year, towards the end of last year, I was not able to upload any videos because I was running out of storage on my actual phone. I just want to pause and say I'm loving the way my lip gloss is just popping and looking delicious on camera right now. My face is done because I went to work last night, and usually when I get home from work, usually I take my wig off and wash my face, but I have not worked I haven't worked in like a week. And like I mentioned, it's slow season, so I've only been going to the club like once a month, and that's because some clubs you have to keep your contract refreshed and renewed. If you don't show up in like 30 days, they terminate your contract because, most clubs, they're like, you come and go as you please. And other clubs, they just want to know who's on the roster. So it's like if you haven't been there in 30 days, they're going to assume you quit. You don't work there anymore. So I've only been popping my head in like once or twice a month. So I went December 23rd, which was the eve of New Year's Eve, and it was dead. I made $0. I had to pay a ridiculous tip out because I got there super late. And then what else? And then I went last night, and it was dead, but not ridiculously dead. It was like 3 customers the entire time from open to close. I just lucked out and was able to get a 15-minute VIP. So I only made $200, but I had to tip out $93. So, and I should have asked for a tip, but the guy, he was like, his card kept getting declined. So he had to keep asking like his brother for money. So he didn't really have money with him. So you should always ask for a tip. I just was like, he ain't got it. So I just made an assumption. But anyways, so yes, but of course, like I've been. What, Booga? You want some more juice? Want me to get the light out your face? Okay. Here, you want this juice? Anyways, yes, I'm just updating you. So yes, I went to work last night, and I didn't wash my face or take the wig off because I've been wanting to go to work, especially for New Year's, because usually New Year's is busting at any club. Like one New Year's in particular, I'll never forget when I was working at Oceans. I live in the Chicagoland area, so if you remember Oceans, they're closed down by now, but it was pretty popular back in the day. It was so crazy busy around New Year's that people was just literally throwing money. It was so good. Like I made like close to 800 that night. Mainly just from walking around and just stopping when you see people like randomly throwing money. Yeah, it was really great. So whenever I'm thinking of like New Year's for the clubs, I'm always thinking of like that night. But anyway, so I wanted to work for New Year's, but the other reason, aside from it being slow at the clubs, that I haven't been to the club recently is because I don't have like official childcare. Like I don't have a legit consistent person that I can pay to watch baby girl. And I don't let just anyone watch her for obvious reasons. She's like there's nothing. Sorry, I had a call coming in. Anyways, but yeah, so no official like legit childcare. It's always just random, whoever I can find, and if I can't find anybody, then I just can't work. So that's also why I haven't been to work. Yeah, ever since. Talk about it, baby. Talk about it, baby. Hop little bunnies, hop, hop, hop. Hop little bunnies, hop, hop, hop. Hop little bunnies, hop, hop, hop. Hop, 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 then stop. Do, 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 do. Yay! Yay! Yes, so she's doing her milk right now. But yeah, so like that's like one of the main reasons why I can't like let anyone watch her, because like I have to teach them how to do the milk, and then and like with Aston being like nonverbal, of course she can speak if she chooses, but I mean nonverbal, she doesn't consistently communicate with voice. She does not like consistently just speak in straight sentences. So yeah, so that's like I'm just always like really cautious about who watches her, and I just don't trust people. I really just don't trust people. I'm like super cautious and protective. Like when I think of Aston, I think of like she is like like a fragile porcelain doll. Handled with care. You want some juice? As you can see, Aston can drink out of a juice box. I've been giving her a lot of these like fruit purees that's already in the little squeeze pouch. So that's really good. I recently just got the little like oatmeal, like the oatmeal mix that you add with their milk, and the rice mix, the rice cereal, yeah. So the oatmeal cereal and the rice cereal that you could just easily add with their milk. So I got that so that we can start getting her to be, trying different things. But also that stuff will help her gain weight and bulk up. I mean, the milk she's on, it helps her gain weight and stuff. But we want her to keep growing. Like Aston is actually kind of small for her age compared to these other monsters children. I thought she's a regular size for a 3-year-old, but when I see the other kids, they are so big. Like she looks so tiny compared to them. But yeah, I plan on like taking Aston for a little mini walk once we finish her milk before it gets dark, because I told myself I want to start taking Aston out more. I cannot keep this girl in the house. Yeah, so that's something that I will be doing this year, is taking her out more, outings, walks, parks like I used to do. But yeah, so what to dive into first? So I wanted to do a live. I've been wanting to go live for weeks now, but I just don't like getting on camera with my hair and makeup not done. Like when I'm at home, I'm like comfortable and chill, and then I'll be like, I don't really feel like, getting judged up just to do a quick little hour video, even though it's like, you gotta, what am I trying to say? Like be into it more. I don't know what I'm trying to say. But yeah. Hey baby. Okay. She keeps pulling her onesie down because she doesn't like the way it feels, but I don't want her to I don't want the cord to come out. I have to change her button too, because it's time for a new button. But anyways, yes. So yeah, I have a lot of things that I want to do. This year is going to be a lot about just building character. It's going to be about character rebuilding, because it's like certain things that I used to do, I don't do consistently or don't do at all. And not just that, it's just maturity, just growing, maturing, allowing old things to die away that's not serving me, that's not fruitful, that's not going anywhere, and really allowing God to like prune more fruitful things that are already in me, like things that go towards your future. Hone in on that more and let that develop and grow more. So really, this year is going to be a lot of growing pains, because we know it's like breaking habits are hard and forming new ones, they can be easy. It takes 21 days to form a habit. Oh, and speaking of 21 days, so I'm supposed to be fasting. And I say supposed to be because I ate a little bit today and I ate yesterday. But I've been listening. So I follow Transformation Church online, and they started their 21 days of prayer and fasting on Monday. So every day in the AM, 6 a.m. their time, they are going live and they're just doing a 30-minute prayer. And back in the day, I used to always start my days off with prayer, meditation, gratitude, and workout. I would always start the day with the Lord, do my prayer and gratitudes, meditation, scripture reading, and then I would do like yoga or HIIT or something, some toning. And that's also what I want to get back into. Like when you start your day off connecting with the source, and not just that, but you're like releasing those endorphins through workout, you're always automatically in a better mood. Like you just start your day off fresh and pure and just with the right intentions and motives, So I do want to start back working out because I am getting older, and I have been blessed to have good genes where I don't gain like a lot of weight. Like you guys probably have noticed, like, of course, like I am like a little thicker than I used to be, but that's because back in the day in my older videos, I would not eat at all. Like if I was working, I would not eat at all because I didn't want to be bloated. Or, like if I knew I was going to be with somebody, I like to be with people on an empty stomach. I did not want food in my stomach during those activities. But I'm older now, so I have to eat because I get really lightheaded. Like after I had my daughter, I think the first year I got away with it. I would like still do the same thing. But after that, I have to eat because I would try not to eat before work. I'll get so lightheaded. And you guys know, like, Aston does that a lot. Just say mom. This girl I used to hang out with, her son has autism, and she said he would do that too because he used to be nonverbal. And she said he would say mom, but in different ways. And so she learned the different ways he would say mom is like he wants something. And so I try to pay attention to how she's saying mom, see what she wants from me. But anyways, so what was I talking about? Was I talking about fasting? See, I lost my train of thought. But anyway, so I'm fasting because, like I've mentioned, I think I was talking about like fitness and working out and stuff. But yeah, hey baby, hey pretty girl. That light too bright. Let me turn it this way. How about that? Get the light out the baby's face. Hey baby. Why are you trying to be? You want to be in the camera, but you don't want the light in your face. There we go. Anywho, what was I gonna say? I'm sorry, I be losing my train of thought so much. Okay, but yeah, so let me just keep going. So yeah, so this year, it's really just going to be about like hitting reset and refresh, and also, so for the vlogs, I had to delete some apps off my phone so that I could be able to get these videos out and be able to like download them. So with that being said, I'm going to not stick to my usual schedule like Monday and Thursday. I want to get all of these old videos out because it's all the way from September. So I want to get these old videos out. I think this next video I'm going to upload is October now. But that's still like 3 months old. And obviously, like, the direction I'm moving into this year is I'm not moving the same way as last year. I just, have like a very like serious, compelling drive internally to like just really truly like become myself. I've always had like visions and stuff of like who I ultimately am going to be in life. But as I mentioned before, your girl's been intimidated in the past, and because it's a lot of work. The only thing that separates an average Joe from like a billionaire is like discipline and drive and just keep going. Like some people, they have $1,000,000 ideas, but they lack discipline. Like one of the things I need to buckle down in is time management. I can't tell you how many serious sponsors I missed out on because of time management. Because you guys know, like, it's been slow season, so I've mainly been focused on like sugaring, like your sugar daddies, all that stuff. So, yeah, if you're late, and keep in mind, I was showing up to these dinners and dates a whole hour late. And some of them stuck around and waited, and they were, they was a little mad. And others, they just was like, no, they left. Because, like, they're embarrassed. Like, you're disrespecting someone's time. And then they think you're not serious. Like, they think you like catfishing or playing, like, because they're used to like online dating. People aren't who they say they are, and so yeah. So I missed out on some real serious ones. Like, I'm telling you, some real serious ones. People that could have bought me my car, okay? Because I do need a car now because Aston has to do ABA therapy. Since she doesn't do early intervention anymore, I need a car to get her to those therapies, and then just so I can be able to move freely around like how I need to, like when I need to go to dates or go to the bank. or go to the store, just be able to move around freely. Anyways, but yeah, all because of not managing time. And of course, like I always use the excuse, like, oh, it's hard because of, all the things I have to do for Aston. But that's why I say, like, time management. If I know I have to do, like, all of these things for her and still have to get me ready, then that's where time management comes in, where I could just plan and map everything out. That's why, like I said, like, I kept my hair glued down from last night and my makeup done, because why did that light turn out? Holy my baby. Dang, that's so weird. Did I unplug it? Hold on. Cause it's weird. Let me see. Oh, my little baby. Okay, stop, Aston. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Hey. Interesting. Where are my let's see. Dorothy, what are you doing?
Loving a woman isn't easy, but with you it felt right. When I was trying everything to make you feel my love tonight.
My goodness, let me turn this mess off.
Thought we were the perfect.
Do not mind. Look, technical difficulties. Like, what the heck? Like, anyways, yeah, I don't know. My ring light randomly decided that it wants to turn out on me, so now I gotta get another ring light. But that's okay. I had that one for like years. Her milk is almost done, so I'm gonna go take her for a little walkie walk, because it's already. Well, it's not really getting dark yet, but it will start getting dark soon. Anyways, yeah, like I was saying, like, okay, so like last year, I feel like last month, possibly a little bit in November, but really like last month, I just, I was feeling like, all right, I'm about to start slowly dwindling out of this and really just like diving deep into like my purpose and stuff, and just like getting reconnected with the Lord, and then B, just growing and maturing, spiritually, mentally, emotionally. That's why I need to restart my therapy. So that's another thing I'm gonna be doing. So basically a lot of self-care this year, I want some juice for me. Juice. Aston loves her juices. But yeah, like I said, yeah, a lot of self-care, taking care of my mental health, spiritual health. I did get a good little, I don't want to say like revelation, but I did get like a little understanding yesterday, when I was like in prayer. Like I said, transformation every morning, 6 a.m. They doing their online prayer, and I'm listening to it. It's really encouraging, but it's also like, for me, it's like causing me to slow down, because I like to keep moving in life, because when we pause, that's when we are like alone with our thoughts, and it's like, don't nobody want to be alone with their thoughts. And so I'm like, I want to just keep moving and just stay busy, so I don't have to think about certain things and have certain conversations within myself that I need to have. But yeah, so I got a little understanding, because I don't know, it's like with me, I keep having like a cycle of repetition with certain things. Like, I know for one thing, I keep like going in and out of depression. Like, I'll be like in a really good mountaintop, and then I'll be like really low in the valley. And it's just like very repetitive. And that's why I like the online communities and stuff, because it shows you like other people be dealing with the same stuff. Like, I listened to the Basement podcast with Tim Ross, and the what community is that called? The Dwellers. And like this one person called in, and he was talking about he has like that repetition of cycles of depression. And I was like, oh my goodness, but I feel like a lot of people in this day and age like keep falling in and out of depression. Like, I'm talking about like it's a regular thing. And I remember when I was younger, I used to be so ignorant, because I'd be like, depression, that just means you're sad. Like, if you're sad, make yourself happy. No, it's more than that. Like, it really be affecting you. Like, you don't be wanting to do anything. I gotta get her dressed, because I need to take her for a little walk so she can get some fresh air, so she's not in the house all day. Oh, I gotta get you some water. Let's see. I got my voice back. Sorry, I got my boobs all in your face. You can look at my stomach. I got my voice back because I had lost it at one point. And people try to keep telling me like I'm raspy. Like, I talk raspy. I'm like, no, I don't. No, thank you. I'm sorry, I'm moving things around because I don't want y'all like seeing stuff. Alright, I gotta get Austin's water. So, but anyways, what were we talking about? Boom, boom, boom. Oh yeah, community. Because I'm like, I pretty much do life by myself, and human beings are social creatures. We were not created, as the Lord said, it is not good for man to be alone. We are not created to be isolated. Like, of course, we need our moments to ourselves. You ain't supposed to be all up under people 24/7. Hello. And God will isolate you sometimes when He's trying to get that quality one-on-one time with you. Oh, crap, I need to get a new one. I broke it. But anyways, we're not supposed to be trying to be out here doing life alone. And like, if you watched my last vlogs, I mentioned like my sister was staying with me for a moment, but I had to kick her out because the dynamic was not right. Um, just go and watch the other live if you don't know. I'm not about to go back into it again. But anyways, ever since I kicked her out, my mom has made herself less available to me. She does not talk to me as much anymore. And I will say, like, I'm the type of person, like, I'm not into astrology, but this part is true. Like, so I'm like, my birthday would be considered an Aries, and apparently they're like, we're really like hot and cold. Either we love really really hard, or like if we don't mess with you, we don't mess with you. And so like I've seen that so much. It's like I'm super duper loving and kind, and that's because of the Holy Spirit. But if left unchecked, if my flesh is leading, um yeah, once you cross me, it's like, okay, you don't exist anymore. Who are you? Because I'm not gonna waste my energy giving all that good energy, you know. Alright, I gotta do her let me see. There we go. But yeah, because I'm like, I'm not about to be sitting up here. Now, this is not Christ-like, because Christ is unconditional love. Of course, you have boundaries. You don't let people just misuse and abuse you. You use wisdom, but you don't cut people off cold-heartedly, you know. But I'm like, I'm not about to be wasting my time with people. And I'm like giving you like all of my good love, affection, attention, adoration. I'm giving you affirmations. I'm helping build you up, and whatever you do, something I don't like, you know. But so I said that to say, like, when my mom started acting funny, and was making herself less available, I started talking to her a little. I started talking to her a little crazy. I started treating her like the other people, like regular people. I'm like, oh, so you want to act crazy? Cause like I have always been a mama's girl. Like, you know how they say like daddy's girl? No, I was always like a mama's girl. Like, I always followed my mama everywhere when I was little. We were pretty close. So like when she started switching up, just because I'm like, my sister was disrupting my home, and like, I'm not finna have somebody in my home and I'm paying you and giving you money. Like, I'm about to give you $4,000 and you acting crazy, disrupting the peace, and you're making it a big deal to like watch my daughter. Like, I would have to wait to put the baby to sleep just so she could watch her, because I ain't gonna go through it again, but y'all already know. If you seen the video, you seen the video. All right, I gotta get her dressed now. Do. But yeah, like if you invite somebody in your home and you're trying to help them while they're down, and they basically spit in your face and hey baby, I gotta do her diaper and get her dressed, and then we're gonna go for a little walk. I don't want this video to be like so focused on the past, but I guess you have to explain the past to how you got to the present. I have to do her diaper, and then I'm gonna get her dressed. But anyways, yeah, so I'm not gonna act like it affected me, because I'm like, I already am pretty much alone. Like, I tell people I don't have friends for a reason, because scripture says if you want friends, you gotta show yourself friendly. And like, I know I have a lot of work to do. Like, I have high standards for what a friend is, and I know I'm not that. So I don't claim people to be my friend, because I know I'm not that to them, if that makes sense. Come on, girl. Ooh. And then this like one girl last year, we were hanging out for a bit, and I told her, I was like, I don't have friends. I have a lot of acquaintances and associates. Let me see. So you see, if you can see me for a little bit. I'm like, I have a lot of friends, and No, a lot of acquaintances and associates. I don't have friends. And she was like, well, you're my friend. I consider you my friend. And at that time, that was when I was in one of my spells of depression. And that's when I was like talking to this one dude, and we was doing the most with each other. And so it was nice to have her to talk to, like about, because I like talking about my escapades. So I would like talk to her about just being a mom, because she was a mom, and the hardships of like having like a special needs child, because her son was autistic too. And then you know it was just nice having somebody to vent to. So I had convinced myself, like, okay, we can be friends, but really, no, we weren't friends. She was just a person that kind of was like filling a space when I was in a dark place. But anyways, I'm trying to remember. I'm all over the place. I apologize. Like, it would help if I had notes, but it's like when I go live sometimes, it be spontaneous. I do apologize for not being consistent with the lives, because I was like, even though I had trouble uploading my videos, I could have still gone live, but I just did not feel like. I was like, time would get away from me too, because it'd be busy on the days I'd be like going out and stuff. Cause I'd be trying to be on time for them little dates. Cause those dudes be so serious. They be so serious about like, well, I mean, I was an hour late every time, but shoot, I followed up. Like, I'm like, at least I communicated. Like, when I used to have jobs, I used to show up 30 minutes late, 40 minutes late. But I'd be communicating the whole time. I'd be like, oh, I'm in traffic. I'm da 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 da. And so it's like, well, y'all ain't fired me yet. And so for those dates, I'm like, well, I asked you, did you want to reschedule, or do you still want to see me? Y'all still wanted to see me, so I don't want no attitude. But yeah, no, that's really like one thing I gotta break. Like, we not running on CP time. And like, as Aston gets older, once I have it buckled down, I'm gonna teach her about time management, because we're not gonna be living up to those what do you call it? Those terrible assumptions. What do you call it? It's not an assumption. The stereotype. Like, black people always late. Like, and I've met some like really professional blacks, and they're really bad with time too. And I'm like, and I'm talking about like really successful. And so I'm like, let me get my time management together. So it's a lot of stuff that I'm going to be working on this year. That's why this fast is really good. I already knew, like, last year when I was like, all right, I'm about to be coming back to the Lord. And I know I always say that. That's what I'm talking about. Like, I need to build character. I'm gonna put these pants on you so we could go outside real quick. And just form healthy, godly habits that will have me be like consistent. But not just that, I need like godly community. Like, I really like Transformation Church, but they're in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I thought about moving out there, so maybe that's something I could like talk to the Lord about during this fast. Because a fast is not about just giving up food, it's about getting closer, like a connection, getting closer to God. So you're supposed to be like praying and reading your word so you can recognize the voice of God. Because some people, they're like, oh, I fasted, but I didn't hear God's voice. What were you reading his word? Because if you read his word, then you hear his voice. It's his word. Like, you can recognize his voice, you know? Like, I remember this teacher broke it down like, if you like have a pen pal and you've been writing back and forth with this person for years, you know the tone of their voice. So if somebody comes back and they say, hey, I'm Jeffrey, the person you've been talking to for such and such years, and Jeffrey already communicated to you through the letters like, oh, I'm pescatarian, come on, boo boo. Oh, oops, I'm sorry, baby. And this stranger comes up to you like, I was so happy to finally meet you in person. Let's go grab a burger. You gonna be like, a burger? What? Like, that don't sound right, because Jeffrey always talks about all of these like alternative choices that they like to eat. They don't eat red meat like that. So who are you? It's the same way. When you study God's word, you recognize his voice. And that's how you can identify God speaking to you versus your own thoughts and versus the enemy trying to speak to you. Because Satan, he was once, they refer to him as an angel of light. He was in heaven with God before he got kicked out. So he know how to try to finesse and, like try to make himself sound like very convincing, like, oh, just like when he was talking to Eve in the garden, he was like, oh, Aston, come on. I'm trying to tell him something serious right now. You're messing it up. But anyways, Satan never told Eve like, oh, this is what God really said, He played with her mind on what God already told her. He said, oh, did God really say that? And he put thoughts in her head, and he got her second guessing herself because she wasn't confident in her identity and who the Lord made her to be. Hello. And so she up in there like, oh, well, now that you mention it, God did say, and then she started adding things. God said we can't do this, that, and the third. No, he didn't. He told you one rule. You had one rule, and you over there got somebody whispering up in your ear, and you listening to this other person. And that's what we do. So when I do my lives, I'm gonna be doing like, I want to share a lot of like my favorite scriptures and stories, like biblical stories with y'all, whoever cares to listen to them, because I feel like everybody should know like their identity. Like, when you know who you are, you know who you're not. Okay. And that goes into like building character. Like, when you know who you are, you know what attributes you possess. Hello. You know what gifts are in you, which means you know where you're going in life. You have an idea of purpose. Like, we not about to be wandering lost out here, but I feel like since I made up in my mind to do that, that's why I'm like going into one of my spells of depression again, because it's really a lot. It's not easy, and it's not for the faint of heart, but at the end of the day, what other choice do you have other than to be who you were meant to be? Duh. Like, it ain't nobody else out here that you can be but yourself. And if I could be honest, like, I know it's gonna sound cocky to some of you guys, but it's just like, when you know. I am like, no, I'm not even gonna tell y'all. I might as well. Like, my real true self, I am one powerful person. That's why, like, I've just stayed in like this cycle of repetition, always back and forth, never quite fully getting there, never quite fully pulling the trigger. But You know what they say. If you're scared, do it scared. Because it got to get done. All right, so we'll take this little girl for a walk. Let me see. Let me see. What do we need? I gotta put some pants on while I'm turning these lights out. Close these blinds because it is getting dark now. What else do I need to tell y'all? But yeah, so like when we do our lives, let me make her go walk around. More basically breaking down scriptures, and I want to do like shorts and stuff where I'm like dispelling like what is the word? Not spiritual, not biblical, but like basically misconceptions that people be having about, you know, I don't even want to say about spirituality, but just like misconceptions people be having about like Christ and Christ followers. Like some people be out here super angry, and it's like it's mainly because y'all lack understanding. But they not finna try to understand something they're not interested in. So like one example is like, okay, you know how people always be like, church people are the biggest hypocrites. No, anyone is welcome to walk into a church. You cannot stop people from going to church. Just because a person visits a church regularly does not make them an actual disciple, okay? An actual disciple of Christ. There's a difference between attending church and genuinely following Christ. Like me, when I'm doing my revolving door, like I'm in and I'm out, I'm not actually claiming to be a disciple of Christ. Of course, I believe in him. I know he exists. I have love for him. But if I'm not actively following his way, I'm not going to claim myself to be his disciple. Hello, I could go into a church as much as I want, but no. So people who attend church, they're not hypocrites. They're human beings living their lives. Okay, we're about to go right now. Okay, what else do we need? Oh, I gotta throw the diaper away. Oh, wait, yeah. I gotta put some pants on. Oh, my goodness, you can't go outside in pajamas. Okay, twinkle toes. Put some hand sanitizer on. Let me find some pants. Good. Hey, girl. Oh my goodness. Oh my baby. Hello, cutie. Let's go outside for like 10 minutes. Come on. Come on, big girl. Come on. Ooh, be careful. Don't you want to go outside? Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Oh my God. What am I trying to do? I'm all over the place. I'm trying to hurry up and get her out here before it's like really dark. There we go. Let me put my pants on. What else? I don't know. But yeah. So I want to get all that old content out because that's not really going to reflect the present content that I'm going to be doing. And yeah, I don't know what else to say right now because I'm trying to do a million things at once. Well, have I forgotten anything? I don't know. All right. Come on, big girl. Let's go outside. Let's get our walk on. I know they're not ringing my doorbell. I don't have guests or visitors. Okay, let me put these up. No, that must have been the neighbor's door because it would have sounded louder. All right. What else? All right, that's it. But thanks for watching. Yeah, we gotta go. All right, bye. Sorry, this was like all over the place. It was just random, and I was like, you get the idea.